this space, which is called, I call it Alice's Restaurant.
Right.
It used to be, I used to live here. This was my flat back in the day. And at one point, it just turned into my personal sort of studio workspace. And it came about because at one point I moved all my gear in here while I lived here. And I was working on a David Bowie album at the time, and we decided to maybe do some singing over here, which was interesting because I'd never done that, and I'd never even thought that. I'd never thought to even ask anybody to come and sing here. It was just like my house, you know. But he loved it. For obvious reasons, I guess, just because there's like light. It's really mellow and down to earth, and it doesn't feel like a studio so much. So as time went by and the dynamic of the industry changed, it kind of began to grow more and more equipment, and I built this room as sort of a live room to be able to do overdubs and vocals and things, which is what I was doing here recently. I eventually purchased a new Neve console because I knew I needed to kind of up the ante a bit as far as being able to actually mix here and do that on a competitive basis. So in the time since then, now I do pretty much all of my mixing here for people all over the world, or America and Europe pretty much. Given the internet age, it's become really that's the way a lot of us work that way now. People send us files, we mix them, we get feedback, we send them back, and that's how it works. It can be a little lonely at times, just because you're communicating by mail, sometimes by Skype, but that's kind of how it goes. Sometimes people are just raring to go, and also it just doesn't feel like a studio. You don't have that pressure of it feeling like, I'm in this commercial studio, there's a lot of people milling about. It's just me.
Yeah.
It's me and them. I'll be over there, kind of, that'll be, be running the Pro Tools in there, and I can speak to them over that mic. So I'm not really, I'm not far away, but then again, I'm not, right on them either. And it also depends. I mean, every, singers are all different, and you have to kind of adapt to whatever gets them to do what they do.
Right.
Sometimes people don't want to be in there. Sometimes people will set up right here. And then I'm with them, we'll just wear headphones, and then we'll just kind of do it like that. It just depends. Sometimes I've had people, they want to sing here, and they'll want to leave the door open.
Right.
Just to get like the real air and air in here, and if we're lucky, it won't be too noisy out, and it won't really be a problem. Wow, it was a long time ago. That was like 97 or something, right? It was a while. She was great. As I remember, she was fun. She was really into it. We were over on Broadway I didn't have this place then. One thing about doing this is a lot of interesting things can happen to you, and you meet interesting people and, situations and such. And a lot of people remark on this picture, which was taken in 2002, it was backstage. It was before a gig in Staten Island, of all places, and this is sort of a decommissioned church, which we were using as a sort of a dressing room and a pre-concert hang. And we were eating there. Actually, we're eating on the altar. And everyone says, wow, you guys must have that must have been a really serious conversation. And as I remember, I think we were just really kind of going, wow, this spaghetti's crap, isn't it? It was really sort of that. Like, this is from the Meltdown Festival in London in 2002. We were doing this. This was from a piece from the Low album, and we would have to play the keyboard together. We had it split in different parts, and he'd play a part down there, and I'd play a part up top. And he would mess with me. He'd be like, and then he'd like reach his hand over to my side. I'm like, get out of here. It was really funny. David could be so funny. Yeah, generally people want some kind of musical input from me while I'm doing the whole technical thing. So, and I think having that extra musical element has really helped me distinguish myself in a certain way. That's just makes me more unique to what I do, and it makes people seek me out kind of based on that. So it's been really good, and it's also the kind of thing I can't really control. It's just like I'm a musical person, and that's it.
You can't be stopped from picking up the guitar.
I can't help myself. I really can't.
Cool.